Hey YouTube, this is probably like the third time I've tried to do this video. Dog walked in the first time, there's clicking noises everywhere. But this is a video on just a couple things. Actually a couple guns we picked up past month or so, and stock I'm working on building, and that's about it. But to start off, this is Mako Shark Savage 22 bolt action, and this thing's great. I love this thing. It has a NC Star scope, which isn't the best scope, but it's decent, and in my opinion, and it's, let's see, it's 16. It goes up to 16 when you're zooming in, but it has the Accu trigger on it, and then the bull barrel, and the awesome stock. And then this thing is extremely accurate. I was able to hit 22 casings and 45 casings at like 30 yards with it. 22 I could barely even see. It took me a couple shots, but I finally got it, because at that range I couldn't see it by eye, but in the scope the 22 was about the same thickness as the crosshairs. So I mean, it was a little difficult, but it took me like a shot or two and I got it. But yeah, this thing's pretty close to being dead on. And then here is the M&P 1522 we got. And this thing's fun too. It's a blast. You can go through magazines and magazines of ammo and not be paying a lot of money, because it's 22. I mean, what is it, like $15 to $19 a box of 550 or something like that. So I mean, cheap to shoot, which is fun. And then another thing we added to the collection today, we actually traded in our Taurus 1911 for this, because we were having injection problems. But this is way better. We got a Kimber. I think it's the Custom 2, I think. And yeah, it's not, it's kind of the bottom of the line Kimber, but it's still a really, really nice gun. It doesn't have ambidextrous safety, which doesn't really matter because we're all right-handed. Me and my family are. So the sights are not the best. They don't have any tritium. They're not tritium sights, night sights. Has the skeletonized trigger, beaver tail. Yeah, I mean, it's decent. I like it a lot. I think I like it more than our Taurus. Our Taurus, I don't think I ever showed you guys, but it was a Taurus PT 1911, and it had the black stainless finish. So it was stainless, and I'm not sure if that was blued or some type of coating, but yeah, that's what it was. And then this is just something I was messing around with the other day. I made, just took me a little while to make, but it's just a basic bolt with a cocking piece, and then the Mauser action on it. And then the stock, I am making a Macmillan tactical stock for my tube fed 22 bolt action, and I'm also mounting a scope on it. And this is probably not the best way to do it, but the receiver's too thin to drill and tap, and don't want to risk weakening the receiver and the barrel. So I figured, this one didn't stick, but I figured that if I used JB Weld and lightly sanded it so it had a good bonding surface, that it would work. And this one worked, but this one didn't, so I gotta redo this one. I just made sure it was level this way and that way. And then I made the stock without a router or anything. I figured out how to do it finally. So I used the drill press and chisels and chiseled out all of it. And I think I did a pretty decent job for my first time ever trying to make a stock, because the receiver doesn't wiggle around and the barrel fits in it good. And then the outside's just, I just roughed it out, so it's not, actually done. I just kind of started on it. and it's not even, it's just pine because, one, I didn't want to waste money on a nice wood and then screw up the stock, and two, I just had it laying around the garage, so I figured, what the heck, I might as well make something out of it. And it's a 22, it's not going to have much recoil, so it should be fine. And that's just what I wanted to show you, so, yep, thanks for watching.